Saiyan vs Saiyan is going to be the main big fight of the 20th Dragon Ball movie, but there are more things into that we are thinking right now, especially with the change of style that this movie is taking. Shintani replacing Yamamuro for this film is one of the biggest and best news that Dragon Ball fans or Dragon Ball fandom could have gotten. It brings back the old memories, and Toei Animation themselves are promoting this film as the best looking film that Dragon Ball ever had. It is probably going to be hard to top some of the old ones that we have, but as far as this generation of movies go, this is going to be the best looking Dragon Ball film. Since animation is not going to be a problem at all as far as this movie goes, we have to focus on the depth that the movie will have, especially focusing on the writing part and how well proportionate this movie is going to be. Of course, the movie is going to be written by Akira Toriyama himself, just like it was the case with the last two movies that we got, which were Resurrection F, which is kinda meh at best type of movie, and also Battle of Gods, which is the completely opposite movie of Resurrection F, and it stands as one of the best Dragon Ball movies. And also we have one poor work from Akira Toriyama, which is the Dragon Ball minus manga, which is really bad and I didn't enjoy it at all. I will do a full video on it, but still, hear my full opinion. But with this aside, now we go. When you take all of the Akira Toriyama latest work from Dragon Ball, you see that Toriyama is actually very inconsistent as far as the writing goes. Of course, that comes with the age, but we also have to consider one thing. Resurrection F was purely requested for fans. It had Frieza in it, it had new forms, it was clearly a fan service movie, which Akira Toriyama is not the best guy to work when it comes to this. He, as a young guy, hated to do this back when he was writing Dr. Slump or Dragon Ball, so that it is kinda expected that he's not the best guy to be writing fan service type of movies. I see Toriyama as more capable guy of writing than anyone at Toei or Toyotaro himself, and of course he still stands as the best guy to write a Dragon Ball movie despite his age and everything else considered. It's very normal to be worried about the writing, but as it seems, this movie has been planned for a long time and hasn't just started a couple of months ago. Akira Toriyama has had plenty of time to think of it, fix the problems, and of course he doesn't have to rush it, which once again leads me to believe that Resurrection F was rushed just like Dragon Ball couple of months after the movie, and I meant Dragon Ball Super. Toei wanted to capitalize on Dragon Ball hype and also the money that it was making, which is fair, but sometimes you have to bring out the best of things, which Toei failed miserably to do and damaged the Dragon Ball name, but I can fairly say that they have repaired some of it, while on the other hand some of the other damage could be repaired with this movie, which I do believe that it will. The new movie, as we all know, is going to be focusing on a story that we are all interested in seeing, the story of Saiyan and also Frieza, while the antagonist of this movie is going to be a Saiyan that will be designed by no other than Akira Toriyama and also brought to life, quote-unquote, by Shintani, who is responsible for supervising and designing the character for the anime. Toyotaro might also have a hand on this movie, but we don't know, and as far as we are concerned, Toyotaro at first is going to continue with the manga. All of these things should have been done by now, and I do believe that not many things are left to do besides animation. As mentioned beforehand, Toriyama is responsible for writing this movie, and for the information that we have got, this is going to be a fight between Goku and company against a Saiyan from a different timeline, and this gets me a little bit skeptic, because Toriyama is not that great with this kind of stuff. We all know that mess that we had before when it came to the time traveling and things of that nature. He is not the best, and this is a little bit concerning, and I do hope that he can pull it off, but the mess that future Trunks are created makes me, as I do believe most of the fans, skeptic. Before you say that, hey, Toriyama didn't do that and it was Toei writers, let me tell you that those things things come from Toriyama's hands. The key points of the arc are created by him and developed by Toei writers, and such important thing as that definitely came out of him, alongside the ending and the character personalities and how powerful they were going to be. Of course, Toyotaro meddled in that too, but it's fair to say that Akira Toriyama is responsible for many things on that arc, and he was far more involved in the Goku Black arc than he was on the Tournament of Power arc, or Universal Survival arc I should say. But still, that aside, Battle of Saiyans is always going to be enjoyable, and this movie is going to have that. New style coming out will make it even better. I will save my movie prediction for later, as I don't want this video to be very long, but we will get a lot of more information in the upcoming month, as we will be discussing things on live streams and also separate videos like this one. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. I also want to know your opinions, so comment them down below and subscribe to the channel with notifications enabled so you don't miss out in any further content. Have a great time, guys. Bye.